Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PlanetBase. My factory has just been built, which means I'm going to produce a spares workshop so we can keep our plant, our power plant, including solar panels and power collectors, so we can keep them in good condition by repairing them with what we produce right here. We have a power collector queued, pending one more piece of metal, and my next job is probably going to be to build a storage room and potentially an oxygen generator. I have to be careful about malnutrition. This is what I was thinking of in the few minutes between recording these episodes. I'm only producing vegetables and have been for a while, and that's a pretty... It's lacking variety. The diet of my colonists is lacking variety, so I do need to make sure I produce some synthetic meat, which I can do using a lab, and more specifically using synthetic meat producing facilities contained within the lab, operated by my biologists. So, which do I build first, the lab or the storage facility? I haven't seen any cases of malnutrition, but that's probably more of a disaster. Oh, I'll tell you why I'm going to build a lab first. I've realised it's a very good reason, and there is no time to sit around discussing why. I've built the lab first because we've run out of medical supplies, and you produce the medical supplies in the lab. Or you buy them, which I'm very tempted to do. 50% commission, what a rip-off. 50% commission. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Don't want to have my workers not working for too long. Also, I can also now let in more colonists. I think we are pretty safe. And these plants are being maintained well enough. And especially with the extra colonists we will receive, I'm going to produce more starch-creating plants. All high maintenance, high yield. Which, as we have been discussing in the previous episodes, will give me more bang for my buck. To use a phrase I usually use for KSP. But yeah, I really need this producing right now. I need those medical supplies. Buying one wasn't the best move, but it did mean that at least this bed is now free, and at least I have got another worker back in the field. I need to prioritize the mine. Forgot to do so. Okay, we need 2 pieces of metal to finish this off, and 1 bioplastic. So, 1 piece of metal, 1 bioplastic. We'll take a look at our other aspects of our base. Power, we're doing okay. We seem to be going up to our max capacity briefly, and then going down to just below halfway, which isn't too bad. I think ideally we want more power production next, now that we have the extra storage space. So there'll be another solar panel in our grid about here. In other news, water is doing okay. We do only have 1 extractor, which you wouldn't normally expect to be enough for a base this size, but we're compensating with a water tank. In fact, I talked about how this doesn't require power, but it actually does, doesn't it? I guess it just requires a lot less power. Does it still work without power? I don't know. I wonder whether it can drain but maybe not fill if it is not powered. So many questions. So many questions. Right, P-pad has been built. And soon the lab will be too. I'm going to cancel these. I feel like they're going to prioritize the plants. I'd rather them prioritize this. Carrier bot, I can see you. I can see you leaving the airlock. Come over here, you silly bot. Nice. Now, re-queue these now. No, not rice. Actually, yes, rice. There we go. Okay. Ooh, was that water? No, it wasn't water shortage. Right, lab is being built. On the edges of my lab, I'm going to build a few synthetic meat facilities and a couple of workbenches for producing our medical supplies. Also, there'll be another sick bay over here somewhere. Otherwise, we're doing okay. I want to check the water, actually. I've been talking about water. I want to make sure everything's okay. This is what my production has been like. And this is what my... Oh yeah, look at that. This is what my water storage has looked like since I introduced the water storage. It's been way over half consistently. So we're fine for water. Okay. We'll say 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That ought to be plenty. And these can produce the 3 different types of meat. Chicken, beef, and pork. Is it pork, or is it ham or something? I'm not sure. But anyway, our base is doing pretty well. I think I've solved any major crises we were facing. I want to start looking at welfare before it starts being too low. It was excellent for a while, but now it's merely good. And merely good isn't good enough. So I want to produce a cabin. Now where I put the cabin is a bit of a mystery. I could put it on the end of here, but I'd rather not because we have minimal space, and the more walkways I have feeding off of this lab, the less space I have for the components inside it, seeing as they are mounted to the walls. Okay, with these we should be producing more starch, so that's okay. I may actually swap around. It's not efficient, it's probably not a great idea, but I may swap around. Actually no, that's going to be my medical pad production. And I'll talk about that when the time comes, I think. In the meantime, workbench has been built, which means finally my medics can start producing our own medical supplies. And I've mined plenty of ore, so I can tell people to prioritize the facility. And it's time for storage. It's time for a storage facility. Storage. I'm going to build this as a medium-sized. No need to go massive at this stage, but small will be too small. It will very soon be too small. Especially as we get more colonists and we start producing things in greater quantities. Tissue synthesizer! I've been calling them synthetic meat facilities or something. They are tissue synthesizers, in fact. Okay. I only have one sick bed. That's asking for trouble. So let's produce another 3. And I do want to build myself some headquarters relatively soon. I'll probably build them over here. I don't know what the best location will be. No, I'll go here and then oxygen, then there'll be another processing plant here, I say. I reckon. Alright, my starport we have room for over here. And there'll be another couple of airlocks in this area. Unless I put that there and then... No, because I want an airlock directly off storage. Because when we buy things, they're probably going to be paid for using whatever is contained within our storage facility. Okay, so things are queued, things are happening. Take a look at power. Yeah, I want to be producing more energy. Next thing to queue after these finish, that's got enough metal, those don't need metal, so the next thing I'm building is another solar panel. And I may build a really big one. Yeah. Right about there. See, power storage is low. I should have queued this at night actually, not at the start of the day. Oh well, 7 metal will take quite a while to accrue. So by the time this actually gets built, it may be the start of the next day. In fact, it's actually more likely to be than not. Alright, cool. Oxygen's gonna be a problem, isn't it? We're getting there. That could slip by me very easily, I reckon. Also, water. That's looking really, really not good. That is looking really, really, really not good. I need more water. I really need more water. Let me look at the trend before I panic too much. Water, water, water. Oh wow, it suddenly took a dip. Is this when I built the new biodome? Okay, it's starting to fill up back now. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much. They will prioritize this after all. Okay, we're okay. We're going to be okay. Everything's going to be alright, I promise. But I do want to make sure I don't spend any more metal. Look at all this food! Ooh, yes. That is producing chicken. The next ones will produce beef and pork, or whatever it is. But yeah, nice supply of food. Anyway, I was talking about replacing all these with medical plants. You may think that's overkill, and it is. I always end up with way too many medical plants, and I never really know why. I think I just build too many plants, too many pads, instinctively. But it's not a bad idea. They're actually worth a fair bit, so I tend to use them as currency. I use them as my main trading currency, yeah. And you may argue that isn't it better to use coins? Well, yes and no. With the coins, unless I'm being an idiot, you actually have to click 1 per coin, and when you're buying things that cost about 500 credits, clicking 500 times isn't very nice. It's not particularly desirable. So, medical plants seem to work well enough for me. Plus it means that I always have enough to buy medical supplies, or to produce medical supplies. Although this is more limited by bioplastic. Anyway. 4 remaining for my solar panel. Not going to queue any more metal before that happens. But I can queue plastic. And I'm wondering what to queue at this point in time. Don't quite have more room for anything else here. Beef and pork. It was pork. Ooh, bed's nearly full. Please produce me some medical supplies. Have I built any onion pads? Because... yeah. Because there's no need to. I'm dealing with the maintenance problem. Rice, have I got any potatoes? Doesn't seem like it. I want the highest yield, highest maintenance, just because I can satisfy that. Oh, solar flare. Still haven't built a headquarters. You guys get inside. And I won't let anyone else out. Come on, come on, come on. Engineer, run, engineer, run, engineer. And no one else go outside, please. Don't get poisoning, don't get poisoning. He's gonna get poisoning. Ah, he just got poisoning! Just before he got inside the base. What a shame. There is one benefit of having a solar flare. We're definitely going to reach capacitance today. Solar flare, your panels work exceptionally well. I don't know how realistic that actually is, but hey. Do we have any bioplastic in the base? Yes, we do. We have a little. Finish that off. Seems like we're just about... It seems like metal is more our limiting factor, so with bioplastic I think we're doing okay. I will eventually dedicate all of this to starch, to start producing plants. But for now, we're okay. So, increase the speed of time. And you guys get to work. 1 medical supply created. Please refill this with bioplastic and plants. There's the plants. Come on, where's the bioplastic? It's on its way. Look at that, it's on its way. Here we go. Meanwhile, this one is nearly done too. Please prioritize the guys dying of radiation, please. They're not going to, are they? I bet they're not going to. Oh no, never mind that. She's going to go get a meal. There's a guy dying of radiation. Ooh, yes. Okay, I'm glad. They did prioritize that. I can reopen that and return that back on because it's nighttime now, so... Enable... Do I have enough ore? No, I've got... no ore whatsoever. Prioritize. Okay. Nice. Headquarters. After this panel gets built, I swear I will. I've been talking about it for episodes. I was going to say ages, it turned into episodes. I've been talking about building headquarters for episodes, but now it will actually happen. Before this video draws to a close. There goes another colonist. Ooh, oxygen! Oh, I say I was gonna build... Oh, damn! Don't let anyone else in. Build me this. Actually, it's nearly daytime. Lots of crises all at once. Lots of crises all at once. Disable everything. You see, we've just about ran out of power. And O2. You know what? The O2 graph is never something I've actually looked at before. Okay. Oh dear. 2 remaining pieces of metal for that. I'm gonna shut this down. I'll need to remember to turn it back on, but I'm shutting it down for now, so that they don't use metal in there. You see, it is metal that's the limiting factor. It really is. How much do I need for this? I need 3 pieces of metal. So mine me enough metal for that. Do I cancel this? I mean, we're alive. It's not like anyone's asphyxiating, are they? No one seems to be asphyxiating, so... Oh, the oxygen production varies. Oh. Oh, it does vary. Why does oxygen production vary? Why on earth would it vary? I guess as people... Well, not as production varies, but maybe just the level varies. As people are in and out of the base. So whether they're using the base. And I guess maybe the plants use more O2 at one point in time than another. I wonder why. I wonder why it varies like that. Whether there's an actual reason, actual cause, or whether it is simply... We do... Oh, storage on storage. Impact on storage is what I meant to say. We do lose a little bit of O2 every time we use the airlock. It seems. Every time someone leaves. Huh, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever the case, it means at least we have a little... I guess we have warning, that's pretty nice. We do have a little warning. Because it varies. Oh god, look at that. Alright, power storage problems ought to be solved. That did eventually get built just before the start of one of the days. It wasn't quite the next day, was it? Alright, please build me oxygen. No metal, which means I'm not interested. Metal. 5 ore. Give me 6 ore, come on. It was nearly 6. Out of power, come on, it's nearly daytime. Ah. Oh, we have no power, what does it matter? What does it matter whether I disable it? With this extra solar panel, which is a big one, we ought to be okay. I know I'm facing crises, I know I'm not doing this particularly well, I'm getting better, trust me. It's not capacitance we need, it is simply power production, which I have. Now, O2 is really low. Oh god. This is not good. I need this metal quickly. You know what? It's not the cleverest idea. But I'm doing that. Phew, you were inside the base one day and outside the next. What happened? It's not the cleverest idea, but I need the metal. And we now have it here. Oh, and there goes my alarm for the end of this episode. I'm gonna see this built. I swear I'm gonna see this built. Please, some engineer, come here and build this right the hell now. People aren't asphyxiating, but we don't have enough energy for the food. Or for the meal... I only have one meal processor? Jesus Christ. I'm an idiot. Like that. Okay, oxygen generator has been built. Whew, I need to pay more attention to that. Now we'll re-queue the factory. I know it wasn't particularly efficient, but it gave me what I needed. And hopefully now my biologists can actually fix these things. I hope they can fix them. And we will see what happens in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching the video, and I will see you all next time. Unless we all starve to death because all these broke during the power shortage. Hi there, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, then you may well enjoy some of the other stuff I do. There's Let's Plays, live streams every Sunday, and of course a variety of interesting gaming videos. Take a look, and don't forget that if you feel like it, you are welcome to support me over at my Patreon page. Big thanks to all my patrons. If you liked the video, please do like the video, and I will see you all next time.